I've been waiting to dig into this box for a while, and it's going to be a good one. We've got some valuable Oneida silver plate today to go through. There's a few patterns of Oneida to keep an eye on, and I happened to snag some pieces of the Melon pattern, and I also have found a plate or a tray of the Birds of Paradise pattern. Those are both one of the most premium and highly sought after Oneida pieces. Let's go through this stuff first, and I'll show you all the Birds of Paradise later. But I think for the sake of brevity, I'm going to go ahead and open or unwrap all these pieces, lay them out, and let's go through them. Okay, I unwrapped everything, but I'm going to focus on the Melon by Oneida. It's talking about, and you guys, look at this. This is like the epitome of fine silver plate. And at first I thought, wow, I hit the jackpot. This has got to be, each piece has to be worth at least an easy $50, $100. And it could be, but the market is just so weak on Oneida. Guys, it's just so weak. This has got to be the bottom of the market, because I can see, I saw this same teapot, a couple copies of it, going on eBay for like $25. I think you're nuts if you are happy with $25 for this. Look at this, how fucking gorgeous it is. And to ask for $25, barely afford a pizza with $25. No, like five 5 gallons of gas, 1 hour of labor. When you look at it like that, this has got to be the bottom of the silver plate market, people. I don't know why it's so weak, but look at that. Coffee pot. Gorgeous detail. Inside looks pretty sweet. I can't even imagine that this shouldn't be worth $200, but apparently that's just what Oneida goes for. How soft silver plate is just nuts. Unfortunately, this coffee pot, the handle fell off or broke, and Goodwill knew it. They wrapped it upside down like this, and then wrapped it up. So they knew it was broken. No, it's okay. I'll just leave it as is, and if I decide to keep it and add it to my personal collection, I will look into who I can find to solder the piece together. We can see right here the line where it had been soldered to the joint here. See why these pieces are so fragile, guys? Because of how thin the soldering job is, but also because of how small the points connect. The hinge connects to the lid. Very thin, but it shouldn't take an expert more than like 2 minutes to be able to solder that back on. Hopefully it won't ask an arm and a leg. If I had infinite time and infinite resources, I'd learn how to solder and repair silver plate, but I just do not have that kind of time in my life. Experts are very expensive. Sugar bowl. The sugar bowl might go for a $25, like the teapot. I paid more than $75 for this lot. I really wanted this melon, these melon pieces, but I love them. And I'm not gonna let them go for as cheap as the market wants it to, and I don't want to waste my time putting it out in auction and asking for prices that people simply won't pay for now. So I'm holding on to these pieces and find some room for them somewhere in my house. Well, let's look at the, oh yeah, that's right, Birds of Paradise. Here's another Oneida piece that is quite popular, and you can see that's the that is the I guess the decoration for the Birds of Paradise pattern. These little birdies, and this tray can go for $60, maybe 50 or 40 to $60. I would think. And I paid about 20 for it, so there's a little bit of room for profit. But I still can't believe that the melon is as cheap as it is. And then here's the rest of the lot rounded out. Some of that nice silver plate, but it's not exactly that collectible, so it's kind of hard to get rid of. Scalloped bowl with another scalloped bowl. I believe they're W.M. Rogers. Pretty cool. Maybe I could find somebody who'll give me like $15 on it on a Poshmark or something like that. Here's the basket. It's also very nice, but I don't think it's very collectible, and it's probably modern. So get somebody to give you a couple bucks for it. Take it, as long as you don't lose out on the shipping and your time to box it up. That's a problem with trying to sell low-cost items. Pretty nice butter dish with the bottom of another butter dish. Then no top on this one, but this one's quite nice. But then the problem with this one is that it doesn't have the liner, the glass liner inside. So there's always these little issues that make things in life difficult. See, this one is Meneses Overbras, but Meneses Overbras is a Spanish silver plate manufacturer, and one of the only Spanish manufacturers I can find. And this is just a little bread plate, and they're collectible, so I don't know how much it would be though, because a bread tray or bread plate is one of the basic pieces. There might be a lot of them out there. Maybe not. I'll have to look at the market. Ooh, Oneida. Demorier, guys. Now, this is one of the easiest patterns to recognize. You guys should be able to recognize this. Got the roses, and then you got these like little banana things. You can easily tell Demorier from other pieces. Cute little dish. I don't know, $10. Demorier has its fans, or if it doesn't, then it still goes for $10 because it's a pretty pattern. People like it. Finishing off the lot, we have a piece of a vegetable dish with no lid. And this is the lid, I mean. No bottom. Who the hell knows what pattern it is? I couldn't tell you. There's so many patterns, and the vegetable dishes, the lids, they're not exactly so distinct that you can tell them just by the lid. And oftentimes, it's the bottom that's marked with the pattern or the company. So it's not worth figuring out, really. Maybe I'll figure it out one day. Let's see, just a chip and dip plate thing. I don't think these sell very well, which is a shame, but it is what it is. And this is actually one of the nicest piece in the lot, I think. It's not the melon, and this is like a very beautiful meat platter. And meat platters also don't do as well as I would imagine. I would think, because I don't know why. But apparently people just don't want to own the meat platters. They should go at least $50. They're very pretty, and things like meat platters could still be used to entertain. You know, you put a ham on it or a roast, and it's still a very beautiful way to entertain and serve food. But it just doesn't seem to be. They don't seem to move. I don't get it. And I have this. I found another piece. It's beaded. Exactly the same way. It's in a little bit of rougher condition, and I could make out the maker. So this confirms my suspicion of the first one's maker, and that would be Lemon Bros. LEHMAN. The hallmark on the other one was coming off, and like the first one that I'm saying that the hallmark was very hard to read. This one is no different. I'll zoom in for you all. Get that. Look how beautiful the piece is as a whole. But the hallmark is so hard to make out, guys. All we can see is it says right here. You can make out the letter L, and then you can make out PLA, and then over here would say S, silver plate, and then it would be L, and then there's a B, but it's not there anymore. Lemon Bros. This is one. That's probably one of the versions of their hallmark. It didn't seem to put their stamp very, very well. Their stamp just falls off of their pieces or rubs off very fast. But y'all can see the Oneida. The hallmark is very crisp. Heirloom, Melon, EP, beautiful. Look at how crisp that hallmark is, y'all. It's just top of the line silver plate. And if it's ever becomes popular, I can see Melon being one of the most highly sought after pieces just because of its beauty. Look how detailed the finial is. Alright, well that's it for this box, guys. It didn't do as well as I thought. I just didn't expect the melon to be so soft for market.